Good morning, YouTube. This is Jason with the Tactical Data Desk bringing you free GEX exposure for today, Wednesday, 18 March 2026, just after 9:05 a.m. And boy, we've already had some great activity in the markets. I have up my SPX GEX dashboard. The 0 DTE call wall for today is 6790. The put wall is 6700. We've already had some awesome activity in the ES futures. Let's look at this on Thinkorswim real quick. I've got the 15-minute, 5-minute, and 1-minute chart on ES futures. Look, 68.14 was a high, and sometime around 7 o'clock, gosh darn, we just flushed right on down to 67.37. And there's about a 55-point difference between SPX and ES right now. And that has to do with the fact that we are trading the June contract in ES, which is 3 months away from now. And there's a lot more priced into that ES future than there is with today's SPX. So that will be a wider point spread. Last week, when we were trading the March ES futures, that point spread difference was only about 5 points. So that's why there's such a significant difference. Gosh, have we had some activity today? All right. So here's your GEX profile so far pre-market. The put wall 6,700 negative 10 million GEX exposure. That's a pretty good put wall. And you see we've got the flip point right here at 67.25 before we start getting into positive GEX. If we can rally past 67.30, there's some thin resistance up until 67.50. Let's look at NDX. The 0 TTE call wall 25.60 and the put wall 24.400 today. The OPEX, which is Friday, 25.70, and the put wall 24.550. So Friday's expiration, the put wall's higher than today's expiration. Here's your GEX exposure. Look at that massive call wall right at 25.06. Have positive gamma at 24.66. The rest of it's negative all the way through. If we can flush down to 24.66, that's going to be your support point. So you could look into some long trades at that point. Anything in between here, I wouldn't play any bounces till we get to that point. And going over to the Russell, 0 DTE call wall 25.85, put wall 24.95, OPEX call wall 25.60, OPEX put wall 25.40. Here's your GEX exposure. We have some positive GEX nestled in between some negative, with your biggest support being at 24.80. If we cruise on down to 24.80 for some reason, that's going to be your cue to potentially get long. And looking at the SPY, the 0 DTE call wall 675 and the put wall 670. If we look at what SPY is doing right now, where I just saw it, where I had it. SPY 667 is where we are on the bid and ask pre-market, 667. So we had the same activity in SPY, flushed right on down. All right. Looking good. Oh, let's look at that GEX exposure. Pretty negative wall right here at 670, and your next wall is 665. QQQ, your 0 DTE call wall 610, put wall 603. Your current QQQ is trading at 600 even, so currently below the put wall before market opens. We'll see what happens when the market opens. GEX exposure. Next put wall is at 600. That's where we are on the spot price. This spot price doesn't update until we get live market data flowing. IWM, 0 DTE call wall 254, put wall 257. Probably some crazy options activity happening in IWM, which is why that current put wall shows higher for some reason. Well, let's watch what happens with IWM today. And NVIDIA, call wall 185, put wall 178. Looks like NVIDIA was trading around 181. Same activity. Pre-market popped all the way up to 183. Now we're down to 181. Low was 181.56. If we pop down to 178, 179 when the bell opens on NVIDIA, I would potentially get long there. You can either buy long calls or sell some credit spreads at 175 or 176, whatever you want to do for today or Friday. And when we rally back up, you can close those. Tesla, 0 DTE call wall 405, 0 DTE put wall 390. Here's your GEX exposure. A lot of GEX, a lot of negative GEX below this flip point, a lot of positive GEX above that flip point. That's the pin around 400. So we need to break above or below that before Tesla can run again. There'll be some bouncing around in between. If you feel like it, iron condors will be the play. 415, maybe 380 or 375, something like that. Now, if we pull up NinjaTrader futures, you can see I've got this mapped. This is ES. ES spot price 667.37. SPX spot price hasn't opened yet, so it's stuck at yesterday's close. Call wall 67.90, put wall 6700. You can see when ES started coming down, since this is the ES adjusted put wall for SPX because of the 55-point difference, we hit that put wall and right at 67.54 and bounced up 10 points. So that's your support point. You could have played that, bam, bounced up. And then when we broke below it, you could have played it down to the next put wall. So you would sell here, buy here, or buy below that. Then when we hit this, you can buy again. That's 67.32 to 67.39. There's another 5 points. Our zero gamma line on ES is 67.27 today, and we'll keep that updated throughout the day. If we break below that zero gamma line, 67.27, mark that on your chart, you can expect some significant volatility happening. This is my custom MACD Bollinger indicator I built for NT8. Have it in Thinkorswim, love it. So I built this for NinjaTrader. I love looking at this. I think this is better than the MACD visually, and I've built in some smart AI tools, so it's a little bit more responsive. I actually just built a automated trading strategy for this that I am testing on a couple other accounts up here. So far, it looks promising. I'll give you an update on what's happening with that tomorrow or in a couple days. Here is what NQ looks like. Massive call wall here at 2500, 2570, which we just reported on the GEX dashboard. And you can see once we break below those call walls, we flush down, hit that resistance, flush down, hit that resistance, flush down. So if you don't have gamma exposure on your charts to help you trade, it is not the end all be all, but it will help you know where to go, where the market's going to go, where turning points potentially could be. You need it. Now, if we look at the MACD Bollinger, you can see we have some MACD Bollinger going up, price doesn't move though. Going up, price doesn't move though. The flush downs are pretty significant. Now we've got going up, price doesn't move though. So we've got a lot of resistance here and then some negative GEX here. And this is going to be your biggest support wall right around here, 24,600. So watch that level because it's also the 0 DTE gamma level. We hit this level and close below, get ready for some significant volatility today. We hit this level and bounce up, probably going to head back up to the call wall or somewhere in between. You could potentially get long there, either buying NQ futures or NDX credit spreads below that, or you can buy call debit spreads. A lot of different ways you can play that. But don't forget, we have FOMC minutes today, I think around 2 o'clock. Let's check the economic calendar. I will pull that up. I use this investing.com calendar. It's free, it's quick. The only problem is there's a lot of pop-up ads. So we've got Bank of America interest rate decision, or Bank of Canada interest rate decisions at 31 minutes, so 9:45. And then here, crude oil inventories at 10:30. We had that last week, didn't really move the market all that much. And then here it is, starting at 2 o'clock, Fed interest rate decision, economic predictions, and then we've got the statement at 2 o'clock. And then press conference at 2:30, 30 minutes after. So from an implied volatility perspective, you will not see an IV crush between market open until that time. You will probably see it grow. So if you're trying to play any type of short volatility, you won't get decay. It'll all be directional at this point. Now, if you look at the deltas for your strikes, they're probably going to be pretty far down with such high implied volatility. So if you play something, remember, it's going to be directional leading up to that point. And then when this gets released, you can expect the market to go spastastic until it settles on a direction. So not sure I'll play anything today. Oh, auto strategy just kicked in. We'll see what that did. I'll provide a full report on that later. All right, guys. So that is your market update for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, this is Jason with the Tactical Data Desk. I am bringing you free gamma exposure, GEX exposure. I'm working on a Vex and Vanna dashboard, and I am also working on this dashboard, which is showing live options flow, but showing the net intraday call premium versus the net intraday put premium. So yesterday I had this up, and what this showed was all bullish net intraday call premium below the spot price and all bullish net intraday put premium above the spot price. That's how I knew the put wall was going to hold and that support of 67.15 was going to hold. So I had those credit spreads below. I think I had the 66.90, 66.80 credit spreads. Can't remember off the top of my head. So I'm working on putting more data in this dashboard to put the total net intraday call premium, total net intraday put premium, the change, and then build an AI engine behind it to watch that change throughout the day. And I do all that through this flow engine I built that is watching real time the SPX options, hitting the tape, telling me if it sold at the put, at the ask, at the mid, what price strikes, etc. Now I don't watch this specifically through the day because this moves way too fast for me to read it and make decisions. That's why I plot this on a dashboard to see real time. So building all these tools for free, bringing it to you for free. Would love to get to the point where I can live stream this to you for free on YouTube so you can plan your trading day. So if you like that, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and we can all try to benefit from this. Again, this is Jason, Tactical Data Desk, 25-year Air Force veteran, still serving, proud to serve, love to serve. If you've served, let me know. If you haven't, let me know. I love this trading community, love all of you, love the comments. Let me know what you're up to today. Let me know what you're trading or not. Ask questions. Let's all get together and make a few extra $100. And as always, hi Claire, hi Molly. Have a great day. See you guys.